Today, it's our first movie with Michael Caine, and not a lot of people know that. It's Zulu. Released in 1964, Zulu is a broadly historically accurate depiction of real events. More precisely, it's about a real-life battle in 1879 between 150 British soldiers and 4,000 Zulu warriors, and although it uses mostly real-life names, it takes quite a bit of creative license with details of how the battle played out.
You're all going to die! Don't you realize?
In real life, the Zulu had just wiped out a column of 1,300 British soldiers, and it looked as though the supply depot at Rorke's Drift would be crushed too. But the British in fact held out, 11 Victoria Crosses were awarded, and it was seen by the British as a military triumph. Nevertheless, it portrays the Zulus, led by King Cetshwayo Kampande, here in fact played by his own great-grandson, in as positive light as the British. Although it very much is told from the British perspective, to me it feels as though the director, Cy Endfield, an American, was trying to approach the film as an historical event, notable for being a battle where the very outnumbered defenders won, rather than a triumph of imperialism. Very little is actually communicated by the film about whether the pith helmets are the goodies or the baddies, and it's interesting to me that more attention is paid, although briefly, to questioning class.
Military genius thought up that one. Somebody's son or heir?
Oh, well, I suppose there are such things as gifted amateurs.
The hell do you mean cowardly blacks? They died on your side, didn't they? And who the hell do you think is coming to wipe out your little command? The Grenadier Guards?
Michael Caine has said he flunked the audition for Zulu and that the director called it the worst screen test he'd ever seen. Caine only got the part of Lieutenant Bromfield because the production was in a hurry, and if the director had been British, he says, they'd have never cast him with his Cockney accent. But he plays the haughty, out-of-his-depth Bromfield with great finesse, under all that makeup. Zulu is of course a film of its time. Made the same way today, its absence of comment on colonialism would perhaps be interpreted as condoning it, but for 1964 it really feels quite anti-racist. Not only is the handling interesting and careful, it makes great use of its South African location, and there's a real sense of scale during the attacks. What else? The soundtrack's banging. They don't like it up 'em, they do not like it up 'em. So tomorrow, dive!